Hey, what's up, Juan? How you doing?
Good, bro. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Off the Dome, episode 20. Got Juan Adams in the building. How's your day, man?
It's been good. I actually just left a meeting with a couple of sponsors, so everything's looking good for this fight camp. Just getting ready to go.
Okay. I was gonna ask you about your fight camp. How has that been, the preparation, and you're coming off three losses. How have you kept the bad negativity away? Just thought, and just been motivated for this one.
It's weird. It's one of those things where I've said it before. You kind of have to fall back in love with fighting. After my first loss, it was pretty easy to stay motivated because I felt like I won that fight. I just got screwed. Um, Second loss, I felt was another unlucky decision. Bad, just bad. I felt it was stopped early, but I also understand why. So I can't really be too mad about that. After that one, I just wanted redemption, right? Um, and then so then for my last fight, that's the first fight where I truly felt that I really lost, and that one hurt a little bit, but a week later, I was back in the gym. I talked to my coaches. I'm like, do you guys think that like this just isn't for me? And they all said no. They all have the utmost confidence in me. And the way I see it is, so many people believe in me. The least I can do is believe in myself. So I look at it as a temporary setback. I still feel that, in any of those last three fights, that was their one time out of 100 they beat me. And that's the confidence that I have going into it. I've learned from it. I'm changing my style back to kind of what was working for me. We're fixing the holes in that original game plan, but we're we finally come to accept that I'm not a distant striker. I'm not a some type of striking savant. I'm gonna fight how I'm gonna fight, and now that we've accepted that and acknowledged that, we can all move forward. So that's the mentality that I've taken into it. Then I also remember why I'm doing this. And in order for me to get what I want out of fighting, I have to keep doing it, and I have to turn this around. So at this point, it's a pride thing for me. If I ever do get back to the UFC, it won't be because I want to chase a title. It'll be because that's the only promotion I've ever fought for where I had a losing record. So that's what's on my mind right now, my legacy.
Yeah, it's crazy you said that. You asked your coaches about if it's still for you, man. You're so young, and you know, I just even when you got released, I was like, yeah, I understand, but he's gonna be back. He's gonna be one of these top 15, top 10 guys. He's gonna be fighting and in the mix. So, yeah, that was crazy to hear that from you. I just felt like it was one of those things where you got to get a win or two and you're right back in there because your whole career, you've been with LFA, then Dana White Contender Series, and the UFC. I just kind of feel like you're just gonna find your way back in there.
Yeah, for sure. And it's one of those things where most guys, it takes them years to get to the UFC. It takes them tons of fights, lots of wars, lots of experience, and I didn't have any of that. I was flying by the seat of my pants once I got there, and um, I didn't even have a definitive style yet. I was just going out there, still having fun with it, and now that everything's a lot more methodical, COVID, luckily for me, is kind of forced everyone to somewhat take a year off, and that year off for me, I've been training. I've been training hard since since all this stuff started. The gym had to shut down for about a month, but I was still working out, and I'm still, my weight's still where it's been normally when I start a fight camp. So I'm excited, and I have the benefit of a really long camp to really fine tune some things and really get adjusted to the new coaches that I have and the new style that I have, and have a lot of eyes on me. At this gym, the entire coaching staff, they're at every sparring practice. So I've got six different perspectives telling me what I need to work on, and then we can form stuff from there and take small takeaways for me to improve every session.
Yeah, and for your style, what have you been changing? Have you been striking more, wrestling more? What's that been like in getting with new coaches and new teammates? You always
Yeah,
sorry, I
I've
was
been
gonna say I didn't know how to finish my sentence, but I was gonna say I've heard with some people they want to get different eyes, different coaches and bodies, just in it to not only just learn, but it also gets you adjusted to different types of styles. And so I just wanted to know your thought process behind that.
Right. Well, luckily here we've got six other heavyweights that I get to train against, all different, varying body styles, varying fighting styles. So I get to try, what's working for me on everything else. Right now, I'm looking at doing just a lot more forward pressure, getting back to a lot of wrestling, man. Obviously it starts on the feet. You train striking damn near every day, so you're gonna get better at it. But my focus is to get back to just taking people down and taking their souls. That's what we're going for. That's how I fight. That's when I'm most effective. I'm not going to be one of these guys out here trying to throw tornado kicks and axe kicks and all that other stuff. That's not me. I'm a heavy-handed wrestler, and that's what we're working.
Okay. It's such an honor to talk to you. I love heavyweight in the UFC, and I love just there's nothing better to me than just a heavyweight fight. Um, you've probably seen John Jones vacate his title. What were your thoughts on that and him making a move up to heavyweight?
I don't think it's a permanent move for him. I think John's going to pick guys at heavyweight. I mean, he's had guys that he wanted to fight in this division for a while. When you've accomplished all he has in the sport, there's not much left to do. So I look at this as a personal challenge for him and, something to really cement his legacy. He goes and he beats 4 or 5 heavyweights and gets the belt there, or he gets the belt and defends it a couple of times at heavyweight, then no one can really question his place on the, so to speak, the Mount Rushmore of MMA. He's definitely one of the, top 5 of all time, top 4 of all time in any weight class if he can go up and do that. So ultimately, I think it's just him testing himself. I definitely think he has the skill set to do it. You look at it, Stipe weighed in for his last fight at what, 230, 233? John's walking around at that. So he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll do great. I feel like he deserves an immediate title shot, but if they don't see that in his cards, they give him a tune-up fight or a prove yourself fight here or there. I think he's gonna shine, and I see him getting that belt pretty soon. And you know, do I think there's guys up there that present a lot of problems for John? Definitely. Curtis Blades instantly comes to mind. Francis Ngannou, I think John's infinitely more technical than him, but that dude touches you and you're done. I think Overeem would present a lot of problems for John
Mm.
at heavyweight. But, it's one of those things where John's one of those guys that there's been a lot thrown at him and nothing has ever worked.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask you about Stipe Francis. Do you think that's the heavyweight title match to make? And is that a match you're interested? Even though they're making as the match to make, is that a match you're actually interested in seeing? Has Francis really got dominated and he got, in my eyes, exposed because his wrestling wasn't there at this time. And do you think it is now with all these years and how he's been given the chance and opportunity to grow now as a fighter?
No, I think his wrestling has gotten a lot better, definitely exponentially better. I think his takedown defense is good. Problem is, like, I don't think wrestling isn't one of those things you can just pick up. You can defend the takedown, you can sprawl. I have no question in my mind whether you can stop, the first 2 or 3 takedowns. It's when attempt number 4, attempt number 5, attempt number 6, attempt number 7, when those come into play, how is he going to respond to it? On the feet, I don't think Francis is super technical. I think Stipe is more technical than he is, but like I said before, if Francis lands one hit, he's got that type of power, even more so for him. He can barely touch you and knock you out. So it's interesting, man. I think it's interesting for a lot of new fans of the sport. The sport is definitely getting a lot more mainstream. So is it the fight to make? Yeah, I think it is the fight to make, but I also think, Curtis Blades versus Stipe Miocic is definitely another fight to make. I think that's a more intriguing matchup for me than Stipe and Francis. I think Stipe and Curtis Blades is a much more interesting matchup.
Okay, two things from that. So with the wrestling, I liked how you brought that up because I feel like a lot of casual fans don't understand. Sure, and I'm not even going to say this, and because it would come off crazy, but I feel like you can learn striking way quicker than you can learn wrestling. And like striking something, I feel like most MMA fighters pick up easy, but like wrestling and jiu-jitsu, I feel like it takes years and just years, and the ones that started earlier just have a better advantage. And with Francis and Curtis Blades, I was always curious, what were they gonna do with Blades? Does he get a title shot? Does he wait for Francis to potentially lose? I I just feel like he's kind of stuck in a circle, and especially with John Jones there now too. I'm just curious, what do you think Curtis Blades should do if he wins against Derek Lewis in November?
I think uh, if he wins against Derek Lewis, what he does is he waits for the winner of whatever the next heavyweight title fight is, and or if not, they could do him versus John Jones to see who deserves that title shot, or him versus Ngannou again. Um, but I think Curtis is in the spot where he wants to be active. Curtis is best when he is active. So I hope it's a title shot for him. That's what I would like to see him. But if somebody else opens up, I don't see anyone else beating him. I'm that confident in his abilities. I don't think anyone else in that division right now can handle his type of pressure, his cardio, and him being able to push that pace. And his striking is only getting better. I wouldn't say striking is easier to pick up, but I think the basics of striking are a lot easier to implement and a lot easier to execute than the basics of wrestling. With there's so much that goes into a takedown. There's so much position. There's so many hand fighting. There's so much physics that goes into that as opposed to moving your hand from point A to point B, throwing a kick. Like, yeah, there's a lot that goes into those too, but wrestling is just different because halfway through the move, you're almost doubling your body weight or doubling the amount of effort it takes to move something or the amount of force that you have to exert to achieve the objective.
Thank you. You broke that down way better than I could have. So this match this weekend, it's not in your division, but I know everyone's got their eyes on the co-main event and the main event. So you got Dominic Reyes, the number one light heavyweight contender, going up against John Blachowicz. To me, this is grappler versus striker, except for Jan has ridiculous knockout power. Who are you eyeing in this matchup? And do you think Reyes is the legit number one title shot? Was this the fight to make Reyes versus Blachowicz?
Yeah, this is definitely the fight to make at light heavyweight. You know, you look, I don't see any other names at light heavyweight right now that deserve it, that have the credentials that either of these two do, or on the type of tear either of these two guys are on. And I feel like Reyes is going to. I think Reyes is gonna very handily beat Blachowicz. I think I think round one and two will be exciting. If it goes past that, I think Reyes is just gonna really pick him apart. I think that fight with John showed him a lot, and I think that he's gonna really amp up his training. I think he's gonna really amp up his killer instinct. I think it's gonna be all on at their peak levels for this fight for him. And Blachowicz, man, I love Jan. I really do think he's a good fighter. I just I don't see him overcoming any adversity in his last few fights, and the fact that Reyes is, you know, the fact that he did so well against John, and then he battled through to the end of the 5 rounds and still lost. I mean, lost. That changes you, and that makes you work a different type of hard, and it makes you push harder than you've been pushed before. And I just don't know if Blachowicz is doing that much more than what he's already been doing.
Okay, and in the main event of UFC 253, in the red corner, Israel Adesanya, 19-0, 14 knockouts. Got it against Paulo Costa, 13-0, 11 knockouts. You got the brawler versus the sniper. Who are you picking in this one? And will the winner of this be the champion for the foreseeable future? I would say year or two.
Yeah, I'm picking. I'm picking Israel Adesanya. You know, you've seen him go against power guys. You saw, you know, how hard the fight between Paulo and Romero was, and you know, Israel Adesanya, he fought very differently than he normally has before, but he still handily beat Yoel Romero, and that's what I see in Acosta, just another Yoel Romero type with not quite as good wrestling. I don't think, and you know, Paulo, I don't know if his cardio is going to hold up in this fight, so I see that being Israel Adesanya, and yeah, I do think that will be him for at least two or three more title defenses before something super interesting pops up in that division for him. You know, I think Derek Brunson would be. Well, he's already beaten Derek Brunson, so you know, but that type of fighter, you know, that type of high level wrestler that has really like next level striking is the only thing that's really gonna present that much of a challenge for Israel Adesanya because his striking is that good. You've seen him neutralize so much, and his takedown defense and his grappling is getting better every fight as well. So, you know, he's had wrestlers, guys that present a legitimate takedown threat on him, and he's been able to neutralize it by forcing them to stay at range with all of his punches and kicks.
So, I saw you retweeted a thing about Covington. I wanted to get your thoughts on everything that happened this weekend, and just I don't even know the whole thing, but I just saw that him and Tito Ortiz called Tyron Woodley a terrorist and all this and that, and and the way media covers him. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that and is
You
how
know,
he.
I think you know, it started off as an act for him. You know, obviously you got to do what you got to do to keep your job. Fine, whatever. You cut a promo, that's fine. But he could have stopped it there. He kept it going, kept it going. He's at a position now where he doesn't need to do things to make a name for himself. He doesn't need to do this type of stuff to keep his job. He's doing it because he wants to. He's doing it because it's polarizing, whatever. But I don't see this making him significantly more money, right? The way the media covers it, they kind of just brush it under the rug, or they don't make a big note of it. The way it's made a big deal of any time a minority athlete, or anytime any athlete makes a statement on the other side of this coin, anytime another athlete says something supporting, you know, marginalized people in this world, in this country, anytime they do it, there's nothing. You don't see you see a lot of um, coverage of it. There's a little bit of backlash, but there's a lot of attention brought to it. This thing with Kobe, a lot of attention isn't being brought to it, so it's been let to just sit there and fester and grow, and it's sitting there, you know. And do I believe that Donald Trump is racist? He may or may not be. I don't think inherently that's what he's going for, but the reality of the situation is people that are outwardly racist, that are overtly racist and overtly have these prejudiced views, they align with his rhetoric,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's what's dangerous when you elect a friggin' demagogue as a president. He's not, you know, he cares. You know, I think that in his mind, he really is doing what he believes is best for the country, and that everything else until he achieves that goal is just collateral damage. And it sucks for the people that fall in that collateral damage, but at the end of the day, man, it comes down to what you think is right. And if you know that your actions are causing a certain reaction from a certain group of people, if you know that your actions are making life significantly harder for a subgroup of people, why would you continue to do that? And you know, if you need attention that badly, if Colby Covington needs attention this badly, if this is his cry for attention and coverage or validation from, you know, racist or people that align with racist views, then that's pathetic of him as a human being. And That speaks a lot for his character and who he is as a man and who he is as a person.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it seems that he's gotten more clout. Something came out today saying that his card against Woodley pulled over 1 million, and as much as I would love to think anyone else got that, there wasn't too many big names. I mean, there were some big names, but no one's pulling in 1 million like that. So it's crazy that people are actually I don't know if they're tuning in for him to lose, but it gives him more clout, and I feel like with more clout, he thinks it's better or he thinks it's good, and let's keep doing this. Maybe I am getting money, and yeah, it's crazy. He got kicked out of his gym. He's losing sponsors, but he does it. It's just weird. It's like, what are you doing? You lost your gym. You lost your American Top Team. You got kicked out. You're losing sponsors. What is this really doing for you? Is this making you more money at all? Because that doesn't really seem to be. It's just a whole weird situation. But I wanted to
Yeah.
get back to you. What are some of your favorite hobbies outside of training?
So outside of training, I play a lot of Pokemon. I'm getting more into chess and the reading. I just started talking to this new girl. I actually got to go soon because I was supposed to call her. But there's just typical stuff, man. I love playing sports, man. I love being active. So I'll go out and I walk a lot. When the gyms were open, I would go shoot hoops a lot. Now that it's closed, I've caught up on all my anime. I've been watching a bunch of Harry Potter theory and Lord of the Rings theories and all this other stuff. But hopefully stuff opens up soon, or somebody recommends some good books for me to read in the meantime. Really into sci-fi and fantasy. Huge Pokemon nerd. I'm actually a Pokemon master on many of the games. So if anybody has any cool Pokemon tips or wants to show me your rotation, go for it. I'm pretty open to all that. But yeah, man, I'm just dude. I'm like a giant child, so like to have a lot of fun.
Or are you a big Star Wars fan?
I am a big Star Wars fan, but the latest three didn't really do it for me. I like the Mandalorian, but I read a lot of the I read a lot of the fan fiction. So when all that stuff was announced as non-canon and Disney kind of took over the reins, I I would like to see them go more into some of those books and some of those storylines, and even if they put their own spin on it, it'll be good to see it as opposed to just reading it all the time. But Disney's gonna do what Disney's gonna do, right?
Yeah, apparently Boba Fett from The Mandalorian, I guess, walked off set or he quit during the season 2 production. That was crazy to hear. It's like, what happens now? What do you guys do? The show was built around him. They still seem to be going forward with it. So
Yeah, well, the good thing about having that character always under a mask is you can always find a new one. But it's crazy world we live in, man. Anything can happen. People are staunch in their values now, and you got people walking off set whenever they feel like it.
yeah, what do you think of 2020 and people raging out at supermarkets or having parties during quarantine? Just weird timing and people just not knowing how to act, or the riots, all this crazy shit.
Yeah, man. I think we're at a peak time of selfishness, really, in the world. A lot of people aren't very aware of others around there. They're not taking as much into consideration for others as times in the past, and I think all that's really just being highlighted right now. And it's crazy to see that because we are all in this together, and it's hard to see it. It really is hard to see it. People not caring about their fellow man and doing what's best for them, which I get. You got to look out for number one, but at the same time, you got to be a little bit considerate of those around us because if we don't look out for each other, then we're not gonna have a world. You know.
Okay, so Kanye is running for president, but let's get to the big news. Donald Trump. I bet you want him straight out of office. I mean, I think at this point, anything other than him might be better, at least Twitter wise. How do you feel about the whole campaign and just everything that's been promoted or prompted, and just everyone who just seems to just want to just politics now? There's no middle. There's only left and right, and you're only on one side.
Man, it's crazy. I feel like a lot of people aren't really applying free thought to anything anymore. You're picking a side. That's your team. You're stuck in that conviction and you're running with it. And it's at a point where people aren't even doing research anymore. Confirmation bias is polluting everyone's feeds, everyone's hot takes right now. And it's sad because a lot of people want to bring up statistics and numbers and they don't even know how to analyze numbers. Like I went to college and I got my degree in computer science. I had to take multiple statistical analysis classes. I had to take multiple science classes outside of my major. When you do data, when you do research and you analyze data and you look at the data, you got to be able to like read the damn chart and apply it. And then you also have to be able to look at the person's thesis and be able to factor in for confirmation bias. That's why peer-reviewed articles are a thing. That's why research is a thing. That's why you don't go to just one source for everything. And it's sad to see people that want to claim themselves be intellectuals not having the ability to do this stuff, or not even being able to entertain another viewpoint to create a better argument for yourself. And the Twitter stuff, man. When I see a politician tweeting politics on Twitter, I really I check out. My Twitter feed is freaking booty, MMA takes, and video game stuff and sports.
Yeah, I just joined MMA Twitter. Such a fun man. I was missing out this whole time. It's just a whole community waiting for you to join. So to end the show, tell us some of your favorite fighters you like to watch live.
Oh man, I actually love watching Israel Adesanya live. Eric Anders is always a gamer.
Hey,
I like watching. Yeah, I like watching Curtis Blades fight. I love watching, Michelle Watterson when she fights. Angela Hill's another one of my favorite people to watch fight. Uh, I like watching the flyweights too, man. They're funny to me. I love them. Cheeto Vera is also, I saw him fight back in Minneapolis, and I've been a fan ever since.
how did you feel about the Cheeto upset against Sean O'Malley? Did you think he was going to get it done as, as dominant as he did? It wasn't. I didn't think it was a leg injury. It looked like he kicked him, to me at least. I don't know. I feel
I
like
think
MMA has.
I didn't really deem it an upset, man. I've been a Cheeto fan for a minute. Um, I've been hit with that in a fight before, and it does legitimately affect how you move and how you can put pressure on and stuff. I think it's called the perennial nerve or the pineal nerve, something like that. But no, it's definitely a real thing. I actually do like Sean O'Malley, man. I think he's got so much potential. And now I hope he, takes it as a learning experience, not to underestimate people, I guess. But Cheeto Vera, man, that was a great fight to make for me. I didn't really view him as an underdog. I know the odds did, but I've been I do this for a living, so I have a different viewpoint on it than most people.
Yeah, with Cheeto Fair, I kind of felt like sometimes with the cards, I let the casuals or whatever said out there get in my head. Because that night I was like, wait, nah, Cheeto's gonna get him. This is Cheeto. He's been here so long. Nobody's finished him. He's always looked great. He really did win that Song Yadong fight. I mean, the guy's just so good.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey man, thank you for joining the show. It was such an honor. I love heavyweights in general. You're one of my favorite fighters. Where can people follow you on Instagram and Twitter?
Instagram and Twitter, I'm at Chosen Juan 285. That's Juan, not one. And my Facebook fan page is Juan the Kraken Adams. If you guys want to follow all that, I'll have some merchandise dropping pretty soon that you guys can go and click on. I got a couple promo codes for other things, so just keep watching my stories and stay informed and get yourself some new stuff.
And we'll keep our eyes on you and and keep us updated with that fight. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you for this interview, man. Thank you for the time.
No problem, man. You have a good one.
You too.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Off the Dome episode number 21. You guys probably heard that a couple times. Coming back for season 2. How are you doing, Brandon?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah. Well, amazing, man. We have some great guests. It's been an amazing season. And just ready for what's next. So, something I saw that happened, I think it was last week, was Ellen making her, big comeback. Everybody was talking about that. She gave the most shittiest apology ever because, like, she tried to take ownership of, like, everything backstage or whatever. And she was just like, it just was so shit. Like, I was like, damn, she does not mean it. She just, like, she's really clowning you guys at this point.
You think that she was being genuine with her apology?
Like, after this, bro, like, look at it and you're gonna be like, wow, she's a fucking asshole.
That's what celebrities are, bro.
And like when you were talking about the producer, I'm like, man, I think she did it because the way she out here acting, she like, I'm untouchable. What y'all gonna do about it? I just thought all of them were gonna get fired. All the producers or whatever producers were on bullshit.
Well, yeah, you can't fire her.
Right?
You got to shut the show down.
Right, that's what should have happened. Niggas got get Nick Cannon canceled, couldn't get Ellen. What's going on here? And of course, Team LeBron lost to the Nuggets by like 20. I didn't see the score. What's happening, bro? We going to trade JR again, bro?
I think it might be that time. He
Bro,
must have been off. He might have stopped drinking Hennessy and moved on to like Douce or Patron.
See, everybody can make fun of the Lakers, like if they don't make the finals or whatever, but like the Clippers, they don't get a first round pick for the next 7 years because they got Paul George. So this was supposed
Probably
to be
wasn't worth it.
years. They designed their whole team to win the championship this year, and apparently they said after the game, George was trying to talk to the players, like, we'll be here next year, and they were just like, nah, bro, like they just shook them off.
Yeah, they fucked themselves good, didn't they?
I'm not worried about LeBron. LeBron, he showed us this. If he loses and there's something, if you're a problem, you're not helping on the team, your ass is gone. He'll bring somebody else. He always sets himself up for that championship run. Bro, he traded 5 niggas just to get AD, and look, AD's really carrying his niggas to the finals.
He's like, you rest up, Bron. I'll get us there. You just finish the mission.
Hopefully they get there.
As long as they have a strategy. And they don't just go in like, well, I'm going to try.
So, Xbox buying Bethesda, we talked about it, but like, they came out and said they wanted to get more bigger purchases, or at least as big as that. Are they just gonna fucking kill something? Is that their plan?
I don't know if they said that, but no, they did say they wanted to get more they wanted to get more more acquisition. Yeah, they did say that. They said it in a real sly way. They said expanding their library would happen more efficiently through acquisitions.
Like, most of the time people, they do that just to bullshit. The way they put it, I felt like, yeah, they were just saying this is like, oh, you thought this is our big purchase? No, we got more, bro.
No, you guys are assholes. No, like I'm an Xbox player, right? I like Xbox. That's my shit. These motherfuckers are trying to start a fucking war. These niggas are some fucking terrorists.
Exclusives are just they just dominated right now.
They're trying, like, they're doing their best because like we were talking about on the last episode, that this move they're making, the Game Pass. If you have an iPhone, a Galaxy, a Nokia, I'm pretty sure you can get that shit on there. You can play your games on there, or on their on the X Cloud or whatever the fuck that shit's called. So you can hook your controller up to that and play, and then you can play on your computer or your Xbox. So you don't have to go and get an Xbox unless you truly feel your heart desires that. But yeah, no, I'm really worried about what Xbox is gonna do from here on out. I'm pretty sure they're gonna start sweeping shit up and just taking like this is the first step. Like they bought Bethesda, and I'm just like that's probably the biggest purchase they're gonna make at this moment. But they'll probably buy up some smaller companies.
For sure, but they want to take over, and I can feel it.
I mean, they jumped from 15 studios to 23 now.
You know what the vibe I got for them? I got that Lodge vibe, that Riverdale vibe. I
that
got
dictator vibe.
Yeah, they finna take shit over real quick.
Yeah,
man.
I don't like it.
Right?
I support Xbox fully,
I was like, whoa.
but I kind of don't like the way they're just being so smug about this shit. It's just
they're acting like it's normal.
Like this man he just used $7 billion. Like I thought this man was selling crack or something.
And they said it like he was cool. He's like, yeah, man, yeah, we still gonna pick up other stuff, you know. It was just $7 billion.
Yeah, like $7.5 billion. Like their net worth is $1 trillion. Think about that. $1 trillion. Like when you think about $1 trillion, that's a lot of fucking money. That's how much their net worth is for Microsoft. Jesus fucking Christ. Like PlayStation.
They might make a bigger purchase. I don't know. They make a bigger purchase than we have a fuck.
I mean, if they were to like buy Activision, they were to buy shit. What a Rockstar. Like if they were to buy a Rockstar, you know what they could fucking do? Like if they were to buy either of those two key companies, they would demolish the market. Even if they didn't just keep it to like Xbox exclusive, they would still be reaping in so much money because they bought that shit and they were making it for PlayStation 2.
Bethesda the day before all the pre-order, like I know they were like.
And there was a guy on YouTube saying they bought it out of desperation. His channel is The Amazing Lucas, and I just want that guy to know that if he ever hears, you're a fucking idiot. You're just so fucking stupid. That I hope you fucking trip and fall up going some stairs.
They bought that shit to flip the market because you see the exclusive they have, like it's ridiculous.
Bro,
and then not only that, they're talking about expanding the graphics.
I mean, they don't have any exclusives like that.
Because they're not coming to 20. What?
Well, I mean, they're gonna have to make games because right now, like Fallout is on PlayStation and shit, so you can't take that away from them. I mean, you probably could, but I mean, if you bought the game already, you can't like.
Yeah.
But future property, yeah, they could. But, I mean, I don't know. Really, they could just keep producing the games for PlayStation 2 and just keep making
it. Get Activision.
If they do that, then Jesus Christ. I mean, at least we know that, like, if you have an Xbox or a PC, you'll be getting DLC first for, like, forever. You'll be getting...
Like, if I see it on my phone, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to just drop my phone. Like,
they do that shit. Yeah, if they do that,
they're real ones.
I'm gonna have a tantrum. I'm like, Jesus fuck, what are you doing? Like I'm gonna be confused. Like, what are you doing, Microsoft? You're just buying shit. Are you okay? Do you have a problem? Just fuck. Like, are you trying to rule America?
Okay, I brought a Riverdale, so let's talk about it. I don't know. You said it kind of. What episode am I? I think I'm season 3, episode 7. I'm kind of into the whole, I don't even know what it is, the gargoyle. It's weird, but it's like...
Dungeons and Gargoyles?
Yeah. It's very...
Or is it Dragons and Gargoyles or some shit like that?
Yeah, something. They're drinking blue... I'm just like, what? Some cold shit. Who the fuck is drinking blue cyanide?
Cultist.
Bro, you should just join the cult. Why not? He will lead us to Jesus.
No, I'm good.
So for people who don't know, Champagne, I don't think, there's this thing, News Gazette bookings. I came upon it, I think, 6th or 7th grade. So someone, I don't even know how old he was. Buddy gets arrested. Mug shots are on there. I just remember a kid was like, "Go here, you see this." I'm like, "What?" And then I saw a classmate's mug shot on it. It was pretty fucking funny.
Nice.
Like, you're in 6th grade. What the fuck did you do?
A 6th grader?
No, it wasn't a sixth grader. It was one of, what's his name? The guy that, the homeowner that,
Jermaine.
not him, the one at Edison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. But Jermaine was on there, like, wasn't he on there?
Herbert Howard.
Yeah, wasn't Jermaine on there, like, 3 times?
Jermaine's a cool guy. That's my guy. Shout out Jermaine.
Bro, it was battery every time.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that though. That's not important. Let's not do that. That's the man.
Yeah, we gonna leave the homie alone.
For sure.
Leave the homie. Brandon, do you still believe in Santa Claus?
Yeah.
What gift do you want Santa to bring you? First of all, have you been naughty or have you been nice?
I've been extra nice.
You lying. I can see the little gray smile. You with it. Yeah, I'm fucking shit up. Future shit.
I'm not that kind of guy.
Toxic.
Maybe. On the weekends.
Keanu Reeves has got to be one of the greatest actors ever. So diverse. He done all these different roles. I just don't see anybody else doing that. Most people stick to the same shit. I mean, The Rock, kind of, I think, is doing the same thing, especially with the Black Adam. He just gets every fucking role.
I mean, he could be like Ryan Reynolds. He could play somebody in the Marvel universe next. That really hurts me. But until then, The Rock ain't got shit on him. But yeah, The Rock is one of those guys. Like I thought about The Rock is so cool that for the original Xbox release, they used him at the stage release, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think wasn't he still in the WWE at that time?
I think he might have been. It was like 2002, around that.
Okay, so I've been wanting to talk about this clown for a while, Bobby Shmurda. What? Why? I just don't get people. Bobby, he told on himself. What you mean?
I mean, what did he actually do though?
I don't know what the fuck. I'm still apparently he snitched on himself, but I don't really.
I mean, he snitched on a bunch of other motherfuckers.
Right, and all the niggas in that video went to jail. All of them, at least.
He pointed at them. He said their names, so he's like.
And then he did time. I think he did something.
Yeah, that guy's doing this whole 7-year sentence. But to be honest, he could have been home, because he could have took that 1-year plea deal. But he took 7, so that Rowdy Rebel could get 7, or they were gonna give him like 15 years.
I mean, I don't know why niggas just.
That's a real nigga. I respect that. He gets respect from me for that. But
he really could have been like, who's really doing that for them homies?
Not a lot of niggas. Most niggas are tell on it. I mean, he kind of told on him in the first place, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he got everybody told on in the first place, so he kind of had to do that. He wasn't obligated, but it's kind of the right thing to do. You got me in that predicament. You should get me out or help me out of it at least. But props to him for not just being like, yeah, let me get that 1 year. I'm good. I'm good on that, fam.
Okay. Got some questions. Who's your favorite athlete, if you have one?
Ooh, I guess that would be LeBron James.
I will say Josh Allen. Who's better? Tiger. This Soldier Boy. Future or Young Thug?
Future. Where is that fucking question coming from? Cause that's a bad one.
You said Young Thug. I'm gonna kick you out, bro.
Young Thug is so, man.
You said Young Thug. Oh my god. That was gonna be awkward. I don't know how I was gonna respond to that one. Nigga, you said Young Thug?
Thug
Like, Future not that. Favorite hobby?
Who?
You have a favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby is playing games.
Would you do a track or Drake?
Who?
Drake.
Drake. Do right and kill everything, that guy? Nah. I mean, yeah, I guess I would. It'd be kind of hard, though.
And keep it on the subject of rappers. Can you give us your top 5 worst rappers?
Lil Pump. Lil Xan. Shit, I don't want anybody to hear this and get the wrong idea, but
do we, bro? I got a hot take on this.
I just say like all these new age rappers, just all of them.
Okay, let me start it off first with Nick Cannon. You should have never rapped. I'll slap you, nigga. Don't ever do that again. Number 2, Takeoff. God damn it, you fucking suck. No, I'll refer you number 2. Pop Smoke 3, Blueface 4, 5. Oh yeah, Lil Pump.
Nice.
Honestly, they're all fucking tied for one.
You're just name dropping these niggas, huh?
I mean, learn how to rap. Oh yeah, my wife, Cardi B, finally divorced that nigga. I'm saying she's going back home.
What a hell. I don't condone broken homes. People are just so easily.
Like, man.
I mean, shit, I'm not saying get cheated on, but.
Oh yeah, she should get cheated. Yeah, she did. And I knew him. That guy's funny. Bro, I heard golf was your favorite sport.
No, sir, I don't like golf.
What's wrong with golf?
It's too slow for me.
Tiger Woods?
Coon.
Shit, what?
Coon. Yeah. I thought we were doing that thing where you say a phrase and I say what comes to mind.
Oh, we can do that.
Coon.
He's a coon. Okay, Donald Trump.
Yeesh. That's
Mike Pence.
Yeah. Worse than Donald Trump.
Michael Jackson.
Some heat.
LeBron James.
The GOAT.
Cardi B.
Nice.
Jennifer Lopez.
My crush.
James Bond.
Pimp.
Off the Dome.
Shit. Underrated.
Jakaiece Nickerson.
A nigger.
Brando Breezy.
The realest pimp of all time.
Oh, yeah,
They need to get $1 million per word.
You said a pimp. Oh yeah, you're funny. No cap. Nobody pimping these bitches like Breezy. Sometimes you gotta slap a bitch, bro. You gotta slap a bitch. She better be working that corner from 10 to 5.
Off the record.
Shit off.
Change the name from Off the Dome to Off the Record.
We should. If, the government's listening. You don't want that, man. You don't want to be trending on Twitter either. Means you fucking did something. What did you do?
I heard recently that, it wasn't recent, but I heard recently, because I'm very late on news that I don't care about. So, heard that a couple years ago, Logan Paul had showed a dead body on camera.
Nigga, how fucking late are you on that?
It was a guy that killed himself?
Bro, this was 3 years ago.
For sure? Really?
This was almost
I don't like that guy.
He has damn near 4, bro.
He has a punchable face. I don't like him.
Capping.
Nah.
He lost like 12 million subscribers.
Maybe I heard about it in passing,
That's why everybody hated him. Did you not see? Oh,
Nah, bro, I didn't.
Wow.
I don't care about that shit. I'm sorry, I don't. Fuck that guy.
I like to pay attention to that bullshit.
Fuck
It just
Logan
ends
Paul.
up on there.
Wait. I gotta, like Tupac said, I gotta give all my fuck outs to fuck Logan Paul, fuck Jake Paul, fuck KSI. Fuck
Nate Robinson.
What? No, you tripping. Fuck Jake Paul. Fuck Logan Paul again. Just fuck them again because fuck them. I mean, I'm not saying
Bro,
people
who
could
like the biggest news that year? He showed a legit dead body.
That's the shit when he apologized and said he did some shit that was insensitive and didn't. I thought he had said like nigger or something.
Suicide forest in China. People kill him.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a fucking suicide forest.
Yeah, but he put it on YouTube.
Is it really a fucking suicide forest though?
It is. So people killed it. He killed.
Are you sure they're killing themselves? Are you sure there's not an entity out there fucking murking people?
That's the place you go to kill yourself there. People just hang themselves there.
I mean, I've heard of it, but I honestly feel like there's something deeper there.
It's legit. It's like, hey, that's what I heard. I heard
it's like,
legit. It's like you.
So like instead of like here we just be like go kill yourself, go jump off a cliff. They just be like go to the forest. Like that's fucking bogus, man. It's like imagine living around the corner from that shit. That's tempting. Like damn, bro, I could just go kill myself right now.
Motherfuckers would not care. Your body's gonna be like what?
That's fucked up.
And if you're speaking fact and somebody is killing somebody, well then nobody's gonna.
I feel like it's not a person though.
It's gonna investigate.
I feel like it's an entity. It's like a monster.
So like it's the whole suicide first. Why would the police go investigate? Their whole thing is they're killing themselves or what? Like
that's kind of fucked up.
That's probably how. And it's like.
I feel like honestly, since it's called the suicide forest, police should like check it once in the day, like once in the morning, once like at night. Like once right before it gets like around dusk. So, they don't. So they can find all the people. I'm not saying people should kill themselves, but I'm saying everybody deserves like a proper burial or a proper, ceremony or send off. Good or bad. I feel like everybody deserves that because once you die, it's kind of everything you did is kind of it's over with.
Are you one of these guys really looking forward to 2021? Ready for this year to end?
Yeah. Well, not really. I kind of wanted to. We don't know 2021 is gonna make it. 2021 might be the fucking last door before like we open that door and fall off in the edge of the universe.
Hey, if I see Stranger Things season 4, I'm okay with whatever the fuck happens.
Don't say that because I feel like
no, but 2020. That's my biggest question mark. It's like, does it get worse? Because if it gets worse than this, what the fuck?
Like the only thing I'm really scared about is like a black hole. Like, think about that. That's some fucking scary science. Like, they said there's one like 6 million years away. But you know how fast that shit moves? Nigga, I hope I'm dead by the time that shit hits.
I don't know, man. I pray don't make 2021 better.
Fuck that. Make the rest of my life better.
It depends. Whoever wins the presidency, that's gonna really determine how people fucking act next year. Because if Trump's in office, you know how people are gonna vote.
I mean, if Trump's in office, they can shut the fuck up and just deal with it. He's like,
hopefully, like the nigga's undefeated. What the fuck do you want from him? He did nobody doing shit. He bodied Hillary. Do you like? I don't know what to say.
Look, man, I'm not even really big into politics, but the whole idea that like everybody can now disown the president, like that he's not my president shit never happened until it was fucking Donald Trump. Like I swear to God, like niggas hated Obama, right? Like people fucking hated Obama. They thought he was a fucking spear chucking monkey, but they never fucking like he's not my president. Like that shit was not a trend. Now it's a fucking he's not my president. Like people was fucking he's not my president. Like what? If that was a thing, then he wouldn't be in fucking office. Like we could just vote like that. Like no, he's not my president. Well, all right, he's
like,
not.
He's not. I just don't see him losing to Biden.
I don't see Biden winning.
Yeah,
to anybody.
Yeah, how about that?
I don't.
And then what's worse is Mike Pence is trying to run in 2024, and I'm just like, Is Bernie gonna step up? Because if Bernie gonna step up, are we fucked?
Like, you know, I'll vote for Bernie, but like, ain't much he can really do. But
and
like,
you know they're gonna try to.
I don't.
You know they're gonna try to make sure Bernie that the Democrat part, because you know they can't control him. They gonna try to.
I mean, he could be a third party. He could be like the Green Party or an individual party.
They just not gonna support him. I don't know why he keeps.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is like, he can't be a fucking Republican. Not the way that man be talking. One of these niggas be talking about some semi-socialist shit. And look, I like capitalism. I'm in America, my nigga. Capitalism works best here. You know, it works best. We have like a mixed economy, but capitalism is where it's at. All right. I'm not gonna shit on other countries, but some of the other countries that practice communism and other such practices aren't doing as well in most areas that we are. You know, yeah, every country's gonna have their fuck ups. And no country's perfect. I mean, there's some countries that are doing like great, that are like doing way better than America. I'm not, but you know, we're the, you know, we're alright. You know, like capitalism, free market, all that shit. I support that. Freedom of speech, all that shit. I support the amendments. And people that hate Trump, like I'm not saying I'm a Trump supporter, but he has policies that like if you're an American citizen, you would sort of align with, because like to break it down to layman's terms, and I'm not gonna quote him because I don't have that source material on hand. However, you know, he said he basically just wants to he wants to get rid of illegal immigrants, and then, you know, make it easier for them to become legal citizens. What the fuck is wrong with that? Like, you kick them out, right? That's like kicking somebody. Like, you throw a party, right, for your friends, and you know, you kick them people out that's not your friends, and you know, you meet up with them and become their friends. You know, they can come to your party next time. You know, I mean, that's how I think of it. But you know,
it's like everybody wants the illegal immigrants out, and when he's trying to push them out, you're like, no. It's like, wait, you guys wanted them out. What the fuck?
I mean, okay. Now they're saying that children are put in cages and such, and I don't think anybody should be put in a cage. But what are you gonna do? Like, you know, they if they have free will, they can, like, if you put them in the back of a truck, per se, right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna take them to wherever you're gonna take them. They can like jump out of the truck or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta control. Like, what do these people?
Are you gonna shoot them? You can't shoot them. Cause then what? Then you're killing.
Like,
you're killing people.
The people don't use their fucking brain. They don't see the other side. If we have to push them out and take them, they are fucking human beings. You think they're gonna just lay there and let us fucking take them? No, we're gonna have to put them in a fucking cage. We're gonna have to tie them up or some shit.
I'm not okay. Yeah, see, now that sounds kind of fucked up.
No, but it's like, damn, they're not. If what's happening, they're not gonna fucking go willingly.
I said it before, and I'll say it again.
If motherfuckers try to do that shit, hell no. You finna get a knife, Nick. What?
Yeah, it's like if you're an illegal immigrant, if you don't belong here, then you shouldn't be here. That now, if you're black, white, purple, blue, indigo, if you're Asian, I don't care if you're Hispanic. If you're illegal and you don't have the actual right to be here, and you're not a citizen, you gotta like bounce. And unless you're like, if you're here illegally, just you gotta bounce. That's coming from a black person. So I mean, that's not me being racist. I'm just saying anybody that's illegal, you don't deserve to be here. I'm not saying you don't deserve to be here, but you know, you can be here legally. I fucked with that. I'm not downing you, but I fucked
you're here illegally.
Yeah, for sure. Like
it's illegal. Like, what else can I say?
Like, you know, census is where they count the people in your household and shit, and like, you can't count illegal immigrants. So like, states are losing out on money because you can't count illegal immigrants. So I mean, like, what is it's weird. People like really love to get political, and it's like feminism is cool, but like women are afforded more rights than men. Like,
sure.
Like, I don't
just seem to pretend like it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's
they
kind of weird.
Act fucking blind.
Like,
right? Like, what?
Yeah, it's strange. It's like
a woman. A bitch can slap me multiple times. I can't slap that bitch back.
Yeah, a woman can like beat the shit out of you, and like
And
unless you're really fucked up, like unless you're fucked up, like it's noticeably, no, you're not. And then they're really gonna try to like tell you to leave.
they're gonna be like, damn, what did you do?
Like, why did she must have did this to you for a reason? Like,
I
because
know
I
for a
didn't
fact
hit her back.
she
That's
just
why.
started going crazy on me. I uppercut this bitch one time. I'm going to jail.
That's assault.
I'm done.
I mean,
They're finna put as many charges as they can. I'm black. Oh yeah, I'm dark black. Oh yeah.
well, I mean, I don't actually know how that goes. I don't know. I guess that depends on the judge.
For sure.
That really just depends on the judge and the officers. If they want to make it more, like, I'm not gonna say cops are racist. I'm not gonna say judges are racist. It's on every individual person.
You just don't know who's how a person is. You just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. People are kind of strange though. They like to tell you that they're like, oh well, I don't like so and so, and then they'll be like, well, you shouldn't like me either, and then they'll be like, open your eyes. They won't be like they won't. They'll tell you to Google it because we live in the age of technology. They say Google it, and it's like you're trying to persuade me, and you're telling me to Google it. Like you should have evidence at your fingertips. Like, well, here or this and that and this and that. And like if you persuade me, like yeah, I can agree with you, but unless you provide like some solid evidence or like a valid reason, then
I'm not talking about shit. I don't have facts on hand right there. That's just what you look dumb.
I mean,
but like why engage in it's like you ask them like this and they're like, should you do? It's like, dude, what?
I mean, I don't know. I guess people want like see, like we just need to go back to how our old presidents were, just people that been in the wars, but we ain't had no good wars anytime recently. Wars that mattered, like shit seriously mattered, like slavery or some freedom was on the line besides our own.
Directly, you have a problem in like 50-year-old women.
I like 50-year-old women that keep themselves up.
I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing hotter than a woman that is 35 plus and she looks good.
Yeah, for sure, like that shit's lovely.
Jennifer Lopez. Guys understand. It just be like that. You ready for Smash or Pass 4?
Yeah.
Okay, Smash or Pass Britney Spears.
Smash.
Britney Spears, really.
I mean, we're talking about now?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not talking about like 2003 when that bitch was having mental fucking breakdowns.
She probably still is. Smash or Pass Miley Cyrus. Smash or Pass Addison Rae.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'll have to Google her. Addison Rae. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass.
Really?
Gives me rapey vibes. She looks like she looks like she has a brother that she looks like, and I just wouldn't feel comfortable. Like I feel like she has a brother that lives in the next room over, and it's like I'll wake up after fucking her, and I'll walk in, I'll see him and be like, damn, you look just like her. And I don't want that kind of confrontation.
Something's fucking wrong with you. Okay, yeah, man, we just need help. Like you said, Smash or Pass Wendy Williams.
Oh my god, Pat! I would have one of my female relatives beat her ass. I don't like her, bro. I don't like people that like that. I don't like people that gossip. People like that. And then her business got put out there, and that bitch was like, she was fucking hurt. She had the nerve to be fucking hurt, bro. Like you talk about people all the fucking time, and you have the nerve to get butthurt when somebody does that shit about you, about your boyfriend or husband having a baby on the side. Like bitch, get your goof ass. You too fucking grown for that shit, bro. I'm a kid, and I know if a motherfucker criticize me because I'm fucking up, that's fucking goofy. Like, that's your job. And you let that shit happen to you, fucking idiot.
She said, "Oh my god."
Your husband cheated on you and got a bitch pregnant, bro. That's on you. That's on you with your dumb ass. Stupid. Dummy. Stupid. Dumb. He's your ass, hoe.
Oh baby. She's smash her past Dr. Dre's wife.
Smash.
You said so. Smash her past Taylor Swift.
Who?
Taylor Swift.
Smash. Like him thick, son. Like him thick.
She not wet. Smash her past and damn.
Hold on. I don't. I know who she is, but I don't know.
She lost weight too. She makes it really good, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Oh my god. What the fuck? You're fucking lying. Bitches ain't shit, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God. Bitches ain't shit. This bitch lost weight after she got divorced. Bitch, if you would have did. Bro, you're fucking.
She got heartbroken and lost weight.
Bro, I feel like something's wrong. If you lose weight like that, something has to be wrong.
She
like,
lost
you're not
like
eating
100.
80. No, maybe not. Maybe. I don't know.
She lost a bunch. I mean, if you saw the pictures of her, she's skinny. It really
Yeah,
looked like she lost.
Yeah, I'd smash.
Like, damn, girl, you got slim.
Yeah, I'd smash for sure.
Oh,
That's scary.
Like, that shit's not normal.
I feel like that's fake.
Drop like that?
That's fake.
Bro, it's like
fake. That's a fake picture. I don't give a fuck. That's fake.
Fucking Photoshop.
Fuck.
It's just shit's fucking just nuts. Yo. Okay. Any smart smash her? Trying to think of somebody. I don't fucking know. Bro, when are the Golden Girls, bro?
No,
I'm messing. No, I can't think of anybody. You think of anybody?
What?
You think of anybody for Smash Pass?
Shit,
Angelina Jolie.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. That's that really nice fact.
Oh, you want to smash?
No, yeah, I smash it.
What about what's her name? Maitland Ward.
Who's that?
She
What about Meghan Markle? Nice skin, man. Tori was popping Canada. I'm a pass.
Yeah, she transitioned to porn.
Oh yeah,
she was like an actress.
Yeah, she's funny. Yeah, she does some nice. Hey, what about that other girl for Boy Meets World? What's her name? Like, so, what was it? What's her name? But like,
I don't know. I didn't fucking watch the show.
Oh yeah, you're a hoe.
You're a
hoe.
hoe.
Have you watched Saved by the Bell?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been it, bro.
You ever watch Friends?
Yeah.
That was me. Friends was fire as fuck. You know, they were talking about they should have made it more diverse and shit. I'm like, nah, bro, that's a thumbs down. Niggas would have made it. Yeah, bro, because it was about some fucking, like, bro, it was all white people. Like, black people would have made it strange, bro. It would have been like, it would have been bringing racial problems in there. It's really, like, I don't want to hear that.
White people, bro.
No, I mean, it didn't help me. I didn't understand that shit.
It was fucking hilarious. I can't believe people said that. I was like, what? You have some fucking haters.
Danielle Fishel.
Yeah, I was talking about her. Maybe on a good day.
Nah. Okay. Nah.
Oh, Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, you know, what's her name? Lark Voorhees or something, whatever that woman's name is. Would you fuck her? The one that played Lisa Turtle.
Yeah.
No, you would not.
Am I thinking of somebody different?
No. It's a black girl, right? From Saved by the Bell. She fucked up her face too.
Yeah, which she fucked her face. Well, no, yeah, that's gonna be a thumbs down for sure.
She got all that like shit done to her face.
Like I really passed that bitch like Stockton. What's wrong with it? Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's her after she had some work done to fix it.
Is DJ Khaled a legend?
DJ Khaled a legend. I ain't actually heard some music he dropped. Like I don't like. I don't recall any songs that featured him, you know, saying anything. Besides, we the best. Like,
I'm the way, yeah.
this man just be like,
Another one.
this man just be making announcements on the song.
He's fucking hilarious. That guy needs to lose weight. He jumped in the pool. I was like, oh shit. Okay. But to end this episode, Brandon, I'm making you watch this UFC main event. What are you thinking? I hyped it up as much as I can for you. Are you expecting something crazy?
No, I'm expecting
Are you what's the usual?
fucking knockout. Somebody getting their fucking ass beat. That's what I'm expecting.
I think you are going to be very excited. I really think Adesanya's going to get him. Guys, I'm going to say TKO 4th round. Costa's going to gas out. But yeah, episode 20, talk to Juan Adams. Easy. Brandon, any final thoughts?
Be smooth and don't shoot nobody in the face.
And sell crack, guys, and do cocaine. But you got a gangbang. On that Batman Robin shit?
No, man, that's not it, sir. I don't condone that.
Yo, what did you say?
You tripping out your mind, man.
Bandana on me like I'm Taliban.